better than the Dodgers.
I do.
In a 7-game series, though, do you think the Yankees have what it takes to beat the Dodgers?
No.
And that therein lies our problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's legitimately the problem. And again, it literally comes down to like the hustle, the fun, and the aura. I that just think about like how that fifth inning went, and everybody like I hate talking about it. I hate thinking about it, but if you just look at that snapshot alone, you can see all the reasons why the Yankees lost.
You
Like
know what though?
just
I remember it's crazy because you're literally this is like talking to a therapist right now. Because I'm reliving last year baseball season, and I remember like in a random May text to the homies like, we cannot run the bases like that if we want to win.
nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know the Yankees in the regular season, you'll hit 3 or 4 home runs and you still win that game, so you don't think about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but nah, that's not winning baseball.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because one thing for sure, come October, November, the bats ain't as hot, you
Yeah.
know? But how
And
you
then
feel
making stupid base running mistakes and like making throwing errors is gonna cost you.
all day? How do you feel about Aaron Boone?
I think I don't necessarily have a problem with him. It seems like all the players now do I agree with the Nestor Cortez insertion? No. That seems to be most people's point of contention. My thing with him is I think he is always doing what he thinks is best, but why I don't have a problem with him is because the players seem to respect him, and I think that goes a long way. Um, but I miss Joe Girardi. No, he keeps getting fired from
We
his other.
we could have been uh, true. I don't know what happened in Philly. That was a train wreck. But
Yeah.
he could have done the same job. Joe Girardi could have done at least the same job as Aaron Boone.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, I think Joe Girardi gets us a chip last year, opposed to Aaron Boone. And not just because of the Nestor Cortez. I think Joe Girardi nips more shit in the bud during the regular
That
season.
is true. I agree. I think that's why I was even surprised at like Boone's ejection few games ago. Like I feel like he rarely is like chirping at, on behalf of players. Like and I feel like he needs to chirp at some of his players sometimes of like get it together.
Because he does. I mean, he gets ejected. You remember they had the shirts. My in
Yeah.
the fucking box. Like he does. But like you said, last year, Sunday Night Baseball, Red Sox, Clay Holmes gives up the 10th save of the year, maybe 11th. And you go on and say he pitched well, he threw good pitches. No, he fucking sucks. You're getting demoted to the eighth inning, which he
Yeah,
should
I
have
think
done.
he's learning. He's learning though, because if you think about, I mean, he pulled Devin Williams, and now Weaver's got his right at his rightful spot, which I do think Weaver had earned that position to begin with.
Yeah,
But
but you
I
trade
get it.
like Nestor Cortez and all that. You got to. I still don't like that David Williams flexed his muscle about that fucking beard to come stink it up the first month and a half of the season. I I feel like every time he gives up a run, you should make him cut his beard.
Yeah, no, I agree. I literally that was the first thing I said watching the game. Even when they were playing the Brewers, and it was getting a little too close for comfort, I was like,
Cut it.
someone tell him cut it off.
Cut it.
Cut it off.
Low key. And I remember, honestly, this is like one of the first things I seen from you was like the beards don't bother me, but they start putting names on the back.
I would crash out.
Nothing pisses me off more than seeing a Yankees jersey with a name on the back.
Put a name on the back.
Like, first of all, most of the jerseys that you get are iconic players. We know who number two is for the Yankees. We know who number three is for the Yankees. We know who number seven is for the Yankees. We know who 99 is for the Yankees. Hell, I know who 24 is, but that's just the era I grew up in. Give me, you know what I'm saying? Give me Bernie. We know
Yeah,
42 for the Yankees. Like you feel me? Like it's so many. Like, we don't need a name on the back. And then you just see somebody walk past, you see Judge on the back, be like, bruh.
like that. This was unnecessary.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah, even the Soto jerseys, like there is no need to
And
have
now
that.
look. And now look.
You could have kept it off. Now it's just 22 for Ben Rice.
But the better 22. The better 22.
How
Uh,
did you feel about all the backs being turned on Judge during the
I loved it. He turned his back on us. Fuck that. And I was talking to somebody, he was a Mets fan. He was like, he only played for y'all for a year. Yeah, who cares?
yeah.
I think it
Yeah,
was I
yeah.
think it was I think it was like the stuff he said post trade though.
Hmm.
Oh, this is a Met city.
Yeah, and I was like,
I want to be
oh, is it?
associated with winning. And like when you say that going to another team, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
what's going on? And then like some of the shit too, I didn't like was like, bro, if you don't want to be here, just don't be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like me saying, hey, bro, I'm not gonna come to y'all party unless y'all got all red Skittles in the jar. You feel me? He's talking about, oh, he's trying to negotiate a suite. Derek Jeter doesn't have a suite. What are you doing?
yeah,
Like, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to like create reasons to be like they didn't meet my terms. Just
yeah,
go after the money. You
yeah,
got a ring, now go get the check. I'm not mad at that.
yeah.
You know,
That's the thing is like I get it. If somebody offered me $800 million, yeah, I'd do it too.
I don't even have to switch apartments or
Yeah,
houses. Like, hell yeah.
yeah,
I'm already used to these high ass New York taxes anyway. Cool. You
yeah.
know, I don't know. I don't know. Um, I'm gonna give you an interesting